Hello and welcome to Virtual Back to School Night with Mr. Pass. If you were unable to make it in person on Back to School Night, then this video should be very informative for you. I wish I could have met you in, quote, real life. I made air quotes with my fingers, in real life. But if you'd like to meet me or you have any concerns that come up, I'd be happy to set up an appointment with you. Please just contact me. I'm going to put my contact information on the screen in a moment. If you were at Back to School Night in room 301, Thursday evening, September 6th, then this video may also be helpful because, as you know, we weren't unable to have a regular bell schedule and have all students and parents go to all classes. So you may not have seen a presentation with all the information that I will have in this video. What I'm going to show you in this video is, number one, I will give an introduction to what it's like in class and what students will see on the board. Number two, I will highlight the most important points on our course orientation. And lastly, I will show you a little bit of extra technology that I use in the classroom, which I supplement the curriculum with when I find that it's useful. So this video is not going to be perfect. Please don't hold me to perfect. I'm going to do the best I can without a professional production crew. It's just me and a computer here. But Back to School Night in real life would probably not be perfect. Okay, so first of all, we have this screen. Now this is very similar to what students see when they walk in the classroom, except it won't say welcome back to school night. It will say, for instance, let's see, here's one, do now and do this problem. Do now, evaluate this expression. Okay? Let's see, do now, evaluate each expression. And even though those problems look extremely long, our classes did amazingly well. Okay, so when students come in, there's always a do now, a warm-up problem on the board ready to go. I'm using Microsoft OneNote, which I really love. I don't know if you can see that. Here it is, OneNote. But I've been using it for about 7 years, as long as I've been teaching math. I love it. I have all of the days here, everything that I've done. Here's some notes. And I can go to anything here and find out what I've done in the past. And I write with a wireless Bluetooth tablet, and here it is. That's a terrible H, but like I said, it's not meant to be the perfect video. No, that's better. Anyways, that's basically how that works. Let's move on to the most important points on our course orientations. So if you already saw all of this and your child brought home the syllabus highlighted, then this will be the same thing, so you can skip ahead in the video. However, I do want to point these out. My Google Voice number. Okay, this is a wonderful piece of technology that I'm going to be using. If you call this number, you will have a voicemail, and if you leave me a message, I will get an email with that message transcribed, typed out for me. So if you are not able to type, you're driving or whatever, and you want to send me a quick email, you can do that by calling this number. Also, when I call you, I will call from this number, so if you put that in your phone, you will know it is me. But it is really wonderful. I really like it. It should be helpful for the semester for contacting you contacting me and me contacting you. This isn't the perfect video. Okay, Website. I also created this short URL with all lowercase letters. If they're not lowercase, this link won't work. When you click that, when you type that link in, here it is. I don't know if you can see the top. Let's see. There it is. bit.ly Mr. Pass Vista. It will bring you to our class, my page, Mr. Pass's classes page. So you can click on whatever class you are on, your student is in. A will be one of my Math 7 classes. Here are our 2 YouTube videos from 2 different classes. Students can use those to study for the first quiz tomorrow. And there's also the course orientation link there. And my other classes, C, D, and E, are accelerated math, and the course orientation is there. So, moving on. Here is our course orientation. Together we succeed. And here's my contact information. Again. Okay. Things that are most important are that even if students are not in the Trailblazers team, if they are in accelerated math, they might be in my class. So we discussed the social contract that Trailblazers use and decided that we didn't disagree with any of these qualities that are part of our social contract. One was added that I have posted in the room, and that is trustworthiness. And another one that is perseverance, because I think that's very important specifically for math, not to give up and to keep trying. All right, those are very important just to keep in mind. Even though they're all important, to be respectful, to be responsible, show up with materials, know the test dates, be prepared, and be kind. Okay, the best way to communicate with me is by email. Please check Infinite Campus if a student is absent. They will get the assignments from there. I highly, highly recommend that you check grades regularly. Okay, if you do not have access to Infinite Campus, please look on page 14 and 50 of the binder reminder to find out all the information on how to join Infinite Campus. It's very important to see all of the assignments. At the latest, I will enter grades within 1 week, and be aware that an M means assignment is missing, but it could also mean that it scored below 50%, which both counts as a 0, which does count as a 0 until it's redone. If a score is blank, however, it hasn't been entered yet, and that will not lower a student's grade. Okay. Okay. Homework classwork policy. Homework assignments are worth 10 points, and they will be assigned twice or 3 times per week, possibly more for accelerated math. Since it does not benefit students to complete homework incorrectly, please double check all of your answers. Google Classroom, you can contact me through Google Classroom, which we'll be setting up very shortly, or email me, which is really the same thing, and the homework will be graded. You must write out work even if it's done in your head or on a calculator. It will be assessed for completeness and accuracy and should be done to the best of the student's ability, using notes, the textbook, and or assistance if necessary. That is very important information. Okay, also work habits will be determined by homework. Do not fall behind. And I will, when I have time, contact parents when work is late. Be aware, however, this is a very important rule, that assignment scoring less than 50% will not receive credit until it's either redone with me at lunch or corrected at home and turned in. This is not considered a late assignment and will earn full credit. All right? Tests and quizzes. Tests will be at the end of each unit and are 100 points. I don't have any surprises or trick questions, and I have these reviews before them. All right. If students get low scores and they want to raise them, they will be given opportunities to retake tests and quizzes. Okay. In Math 7, the grading policy is 70% for tests and quizzes and 30% on homework. In Accelerated Math, however, the grading policy is 80% on tests and quizzes and 20% on homework. This is the Math Department policy. Also, when you sign this, if you haven't already, please make sure you list any times that you do not want me to call you. Okay, I really don't want to call somebody if that's a bad time for them. Okay, that is that. Moving on. Some technology things that I like to supplement with. Now, this was in my Math 7 class, not in the accelerated class. However, it's something that I find very helpful. It's a proof for the area of a circle. We had already spent a lot of time learning circumference and learned that it was 2 times r times pi. The order is a little different. And we can see that there's really a proof here on how to get a circle into a rectangle that we can then calculate the area for. It's half of the circumference, so we take that 2 away by dividing by 2. We get pi r times r. So, anyways, this is a very helpful technology that I found and I use for students. I will be supplementing with things that I have online, and I hope you enjoyed the virtual back-to-school night. Thank you very much, and if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me.